Alright guys, so we're going to be going ahead and doing some duel with the Machina deck that we did the deck profile for yesterday. So it's the basic Machinas with the gadgets and the Redox. I don't know what I'm going to be duel against, but you obviously will because it will be in the title of this video that you're watching. Um, I'm going to just go over the basics of what the deck goes through, what you're going to use each card for, and hopefully be able to show some examples of that. So hopefully we go against someone who knows what they're doing or is using a popular archetype. Uh, so hopefully we just get someone who knows what they're doing. I don't like having to go and call an admin and all that stuff. So we're gonna, okay, hopefully this person speaks English, because judging by their name, I'm not sure about that. Um, alright, so once we finish this rock, paper, scissors, oh my gosh, rock. Oh my gosh, rock. Oh my gosh, Piper. Dang it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and probably take the second turn. Yep, we're gonna take second. So second turn, it's pretty easy for this deck. If you're going second, you're just gonna use your MSTs to pop their back row, and then just go straight into your summoners, like the gadget or the gear frame. Add your stuff. You might pot a duality into your further answers, but you want to keep an eye on what your opponent's doing because you do have the effect waves and max Cs. Alright, so we're going ahead. They didn't do anything, literally, so they just passed it on to us. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon Green Gadget and activate the effect. See if he has Veiler. Okay, I don't think he has Veiler, so we're going to go ahead and view our deck. Add that red gadget to hand. I still don't know what he's running, so we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to go ahead and add this red gadget. He's going to allow us to keep on with the flow of having monsters in our hand. With that red gadget in hand, we're going to go ahead and attack directly with our green gadget. If he does something, he does. If not, he's just going to take 1400 and he'll be that much closer to dying. Okay, so main phase 2. So we don't have no heavy to worry about, so we're going to go ahead and set all three of our back row answers because we definitely don't want to have any trouble with his stuff. And we gotta remember we have that effect together and that maxi in hand. So if he starts special summoning or if he goes straight into like a card effect, we can totally get rid of that stuff. Okay, so still don't know what he's running because he has yet to play a card. So he now has a 7-card hand, and we're waiting to see what he's going to do. Okay, so he's playing Dark Worlds, hopefully. Oh, okay, so he's using the Fable in this version. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and discard a Snow and a whatever that is. And he's going to special summon that, and he's going to target my monster to be popped. Alright. So he's going to target my MST. I'm going to go ahead and chain, take out his field spell. And then now he's got only 1 card in hand and 2 monsters on field when I have the Compulse and I have the Breakthrough skill. I could have broke through skilled on his Raven. I could have even effect veilered. I'm just going to show you guys how really I could have effect veilered or I could have breakthrough skilled that Raven. He would have just sat there with a 1300 monster and then he would try to activate the field spell and I could have just MST'd. But since that effect went through, so he's going to get the search and then he's going to have the 2 monsters on field. Okay, so he's obviously going to bounce, get out the Grapha. So what you wanted to do with the Max C was probably when he goes ahead with the Ravens effect, you should have probably ditched Max C, and then from there you're going to go ahead and draw your 2 cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all this damage for the sake of doing what we need to do. Yes, I took. He doesn't understand that I just took both of his attack damage. Um, how many did he discard? Totally forgot. 3. So he gains 1200. I'm sorry, I forgot that he's not at 29. You're bull. That is not. Yeah. Oh, 4. Sorry. 400. Another 400. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so now it's my turn. We have the red gadget, we have the lance, and we have the effect failure in max C. We also do have the compulsory evacuations device. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to compulse the Grapha once he tries to do whatever, and then breakthrough skill his monster, and obviously set the Forbidden Lance for when he tries to attack. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of my red gadget. Go ahead and add us up a yellow gadget. That way, the next turn after that, once he's got no field, uh, we should be able to continue off from there and Xyz's summon. Okay, so let's see what this guy's going to do. He's going to Dark World Dealing, so we both draw a card and then both discard a card. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this Phoenix Chain. I really don't want this right now. Okay, so target 1 second on the field, destroy that target. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and destroy my breakthrough skill. That's fine because I still have the effect veiler in my hand. I'm not really worried about it. And now he's going to go ahead and activate Grapha's effect to destroy this back row. So I'm going to go ahead and activate my Forbidden Lance. And I'm going to decrease his Fabled Raven by 800 attack points. So he's going to go ahead and summon his second Grapha. I don't believe he's going to overlay because that would just be overkill. But I'm going to go ahead and bounce that Grapha back to his hand. And he's going to end his turn. So now it's my turn. I'm going to draw into the Mirror Force, which I do need. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon that yellow gadget just like I said I was going to. And activate its effect. I'm going to go ahead and add myself a green gadget. And then overlay into a Gear Gigant. And add ourselves a gear frame. Once we really want to summon that gear frame, that Gear Gigant to get gear frame as fast as possible. Once we have that gear frame, we have the Machina fortress, and the fortress is going to constantly help you get through any situation because he is your boss card. So I'm gonna go ahead and overlay these two into a Gear Gigant and activate his effect. He has 2,300 attack points. He's not as strong as Fortress, definitely not, but he is good enough to get over things like that Fable Raven. So I'm gonna go ahead and add up that gear frame. Okay, so we still have the effect failure, so we can still handle that somewhat of anything he activates. If he still activates the spell and trap cards, we can't really get around that yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer my battle phase and declare an attack on his Fabled Raven. Get rid of that for right now. He's gonna take 1,000, so he'd be at 56. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my main phase 2 and set my Mirror Force. That way, when he attacks with his Grapha, his monsters will be destroyed. Now, most likely, he is going to try and go ahead and activate some kind of monster effect. So What? Uh-uh. Yeah, no. What do you mean it doesn't work? I effect veilered. Am I missing something here? I might be missing something here. What I'm trying to do right now, which he's confused about, or he might be right and I might be wrong, is I'm trying to effect Valor the Morphing Jar to see if I can negate the Morphing Jar's effect. That way we both don't discard our entire hands and then draw 5. Yeah, so he just realized that it would work, so he's not going to be able to discard his hand, and I'm going to be able to keep my hand right where I want it, and it's definitely a hand I want. So he's going to go ahead and have a Morphing Jar in attack mode and a Grapha. He's going to go ahead and Tribute summon his monster, but just as I planned, he's going to attack, and I have the Mirror Force. So that's going to go ahead and kill both of his monsters. If he has nothing other than monsters in his hand, that will be game for sure because I have the gear frame. I'll go right into Fortress, and that having a gear frame in any other machine automatically means that you're going to be hitting for over 25 plus 18. So that's over half their life points. So unless, see, he's got nothing to defend himself. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight into gear frame out of the Fortress. Uh, and then special summon it and for game. Normally, if I wasn't so sure about like him having something of like having an answer in his hand, I would activate Gurgigon's effect beforehand. You always want to activate his effect first because he might get destroyed. When I know he's got probably has monsters in his hand because Dark Worlds are always bad adding them back to his hand. I will just go for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon my monsters. Go to my battle phase. Since I'm attacking directly, I'm gonna go from lowest attack point to highest. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk my gear frame